Britain's well and truly back. The storm, Amy is here, and we're at Alton Towers. We're about to start the day here on 𝐒𝐤𝐬. It's Scarefest for a third year in a row. I'm not sure how many rides we're going to get on. It's a full day of pure awful weather. In the queue line for 𝐒𝐤𝐬. It's going to be interesting. The Sky Ride is running. We got on the monorail to get in today. It was actually quite quick. Normally I'd advise don't go on the monorail, especially on a day like today, but it was really efficient, which is great to see. Caleb, you looking forward to it?
Yeah, of course.
You're not looking forward to it. You don't like scare stuff. Me and Caleb brought you the update of this earlier on, a few weeks ago, but they have the Scarefest drinks as well. It tastes a little bit like Lilt with a bit of a twist. This year they've decided to expand the theming around the park, which is good because it actually makes it feel like a proper event. The Freaky Friends are scattered around. Some brave kids here running in this weather. Britain's well and truly back with its storm. For this year you can actually have some of the trophies of the Freaky Five. Not sure the cost of these. It's £15 for one of them. £15. So you're on all five. What's that? £75 for the all five? Yeah. That's a lot of money. A couple of mugs, I've got the big pumpkin over there, although that pumpkin looks like they shrank it. This mug though, with a cauldron, I like the look of that. That is quite smart, that one.
It's all fun and games for one of the experts.
Yeah. Then you're done. With the checkout there's all these new magnets for Scarefest. These are £6 each. Well, I'll give Alton Towers some credit. At the moment, pretty much everything is open apart from Spinball Wizard, which, considering the weather, it hasn't got too bad yet, so I've probably jinxed it, but fair play to them. One of the Freaky Friends has jumped ahead as well. I was about to put my camera away because it's how wet it is. But these Freaky Friends, I do love the fact they've brought the theming around the park, because one of the biggest criticisms we have is all the theming's always on Tower Street and then they just leave the rest of the park. I do think it'd be good to see pumpkins. Euro Park's hard to compare to, but when Euro Park did the Halloween event, you have little pumpkins around and things. And I feel like just spreading the theming around the park makes it feel like a proper event, because when you're walking around now, you won't really know it's Scarefest. But I'll see you at Nemesis anyway. Well, we've teleported to Dark Forest. That was a very quick teleport because the Sky Ride's open. We're gonna get on 13 because if you watched our most recent video, we didn't get on there. Nemesis was pretty good. However, my legs are saturated because of the lift hill. Feels like I've pissed myself. And shout out to Caleb. He's been holding all the stuff while I've been with my camera here, so I appreciate you, Caleb. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Some people have cameramans, I don't. I have a peg, a hanger, whatever you want to call yourself.
I've got other words in this one.
We found another one at the Freaky Five. We've got the zombie. It looks like he's having a pee in there, to be honest. Everybody's kind of hidden away in the restaurant. Some hardcores are sitting outside. It's that full. They've also got a spooky smoothie. You can have a spooky mocktail around Forbidden Valley. We've also got a countdown to Halloween over here as well, 28 days. It's crazy how fast this year's gone. Looks like Gangster is actually open today. We had a target today to do 13 Nemesis and 𝐒𝐤𝐬𝐬. We've done all three and that was our objective. We're going to do a couple of other random things before the maze is open at 3 o'clock. One ride that does look the part all the time at this time of year is Curse Manor, because they have this wet, gloomy feel and then you have all the mist. We've came indoors. I was supposed to talk about Curse because it was actually a bit disappointing. Very, very out of sync. Hearing things before we were seeing things. A bit disappointing there. We've got about half an hour less than that. I think it's about 15 minutes until the maze is open. So you're going to be seeing us at Compound very, very shortly. Man with a T. A man with a T. A man with a T. First maze is Compound. They're all open. Since we did this last year, second year running. Hope we get sent down a different route this time. And then we're going to head over to where 13 is to do the new maze and Altonville Mine Tours as well. You've got 2 hours to do all three of these. This costs us £30.80 with our Merlin pass. Of course, you have to spend £8 more though if you are not a Merlin pass holder. You look forward to it, Caleb? It looks frozen, to be fair. Apologise for the really bad condensation. We've just done Compound. I got my one wish and also something I didn't want to happen. I had to crawl. I didn't want to crawl all on the wet floor. I'm glad we did that one first. But we went a completely different way to last year, which I'm happy about. Caleb, so surprisingly, it sounded like you enjoyed it.
Yeah, so I went a different way, but I was way more scared last year.
But yeah, it didn't necessarily feel as scary, so to speak. I mean, it's hard to say from my perspective. It was so well themed. We're now going to head over to 13 to do the new maze. But yeah, do love Compound. Very, very intense. So you do get grab, which I always think adds to a scare maze. For the longest time I wanted something dark ride themed or horror themed around Dark Forest, and we're finally going to get it with Edge of the Forest. There's even a scare zone down here. Condensation on the camera is awful, but we've got to document it. New for this year, 2025, I'm looking forward to this maze. We've just finished Edge of the Forest. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed. It does try your best to disorientate you, there we go. Caleb enjoyed it, but for me, I don't think it did enough. There's a couple of jump scare elements where I could see if you're a bit jumpy, it could get you, but yeah, for me, it didn't do enough. Caleb, do you want to give your opinion? You enjoyed it?
Wow, I loved it. Good jump scares. Amazing theming.
The theming was good, yeah, the theme was good. I mean, I don't want to drop too many spoilers. We're going to do Altonville Mine Tours now for its 10th year. But yeah, it was a bit meh. If we have to rate it out of 10, it would be a 5. It was very down the middle for me.
I'll give it about 6 or a 7 myself.
Yeah, which that's the beauty of opinion. So that was, I predicted before that this might be one of the best. It was only us two. I have never seen a 𝐒𝐤𝐚𝐥𝐬 where it is so empty. It was legitimately only us two, which made it so much better because they could only focus on 2 people. Caleb hated it. I absolutely loved it because of how intense it was. We've done all the mazes now. It is, just to show how quiet, it's 4 o'clock. So we did all 3 mazes in an hour, which is 20 minutes per maze, which is pretty crazy and unheard of, but I've never done a maze where it's only 2 people. We're now going to kill some time and then we're going to do some scare zones, but that was really good, wasn't it?
It was insane, generally.
Absolutely love that. Teleported about half an hour. Me and Keller on the monorail. We just dropped off a few bags because we did a bit of shopping and I slipped on the wet surface, so I'm now leaving Alton Towers with a ripped joggers and a knee that's all grey, so that's lovely. That's the 3rd year in a row. Feed the flames. Sent for a lot more people than I thought. Too many people have been sent for in one go, in my opinion. That's another mask I need. Very nice. Got all the flames as well. This is all new for last year. With the upgrade a bit. There's normally someone in this cage. That's it for 2025 Borough Grounds. I don't think there's anything new that wasn't here last year. Right, Dark Hollow. This is a completely new experience. Holding out high hopes, this. Something definitely moving over here, I saw it. It's not a trip over.
6. Have you come to play?
Theming in this section is really good. Oh, now this is that's the mask. That was a jester. Yes, jester's being used. I see jesters being used in a horror setting. Very underrated. Definitely rate the use of the jester. They're not exactly appealing. Oh, hello. I was not expecting a beer.
Follow this one.
That's really cool. Got all these. Wow. Some hanging. Beer over there, beer over here. Trying to get me heading up by that one. Really cool, loving this. Oh. Wants a bit of you, mate, he did, he wants a bit of you. I think that is a little bit shorter than Burial Ground. But something a little bit different. So that was our last and final attraction of the evening or the day. It was actually pretty good. Not as many jump scares or in your face. Again, we did it during the day, so at night possibly there might be some more. But I do like the concept, a little bit different, and I cannot grumble at the fact they're doing 2 free scare zones. And that's a little bit different in a different location of the park. And I've really screamed for Dark Forest here to have a dark ride. We haven't got a dark ride, but 2 scare attractions. I'm all for it at the end of the day. A very underutilised area of the park with 13 and all the spooky and haunted stuff. They could do a lot more with it. And it's definitely getting windier now, so we're probably going to be calling this vlog very shortly, and we'll do a full review soon. But overall, very, very impressed with the lineup at Scarefest this year. This is the courtyard this year, so you've got 2 food vending machines, you've got the bar over there, you've got the guy controlling the shows, and then you have all the shows over there. And this year, of course, it's all under a roof, so you're not going to get wet. And then behind me, you have the bar if you'd like to have an alcoholic beverage, which you can indeed have their own as well. 24 for 24 there. Iron Brew Martini there as well. And then this is what Caleb had earlier, Laugh and Scream Lager. But you said it was good, didn't you?
It was alright, it was pretty decent.
Yeah, so that's the area here. Very pricey though, it's £15 fish and chips there, so make sure you get the mortgage out, especially if you're buying for more than one. With the condensation camera, you cannot see us, but that is the end of Scarefest. Definitely one of the strongest lineups we've had in a very long time, so I do rate the investment. Caleb, you're the one who doesn't like the horror stuff. What did you think?
Mate, it was incredible as always. However, this year I do agree with Brandon, it was much better. I would highly recommend coming if you haven't already.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously they've got one less maze, but they've definitely gone for quality over quantity this year, which is great. But I hope you did enjoy. Let us know your thoughts on Scarefest. Of course, it started last weekend. We've picked an awful day in terms of weather, so we're not doing the full 9 PM, we're staying until 6, which is still later than most weekdays. However, the wind is really going to be picking up, and the rain, I mean, I don't know if you can hear it, but the rain's awful. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed Scarefest 2025, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.